And with that, we are online. Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Queersoft. I'm Jessie, and back in our series of Good Day Games. We are back with more Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. What is supposedly going to be the last class trial. I don't know, I'm pressing X to doubt though. I got my suspicions, right? So like, I mean, I don't doubt that this might be the last class trial in giant quotations, but come on, this is Danganronpa we're talking about. There's gonna be some fucking big ass, giant asshole plot twist. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be some crazy body double, or you know, people's secret organizations working with, that sort of thing. That's what I'm counting on. It better be here. If there isn't any and they're just gonna play it totally straight and this is the last class trial, I will sell my firstborn. Yo, Chaz, welcome back. Glad to have you back. Yo, good evening. Yeah, it's last class trial time. Supposedly. I put giant quotations on it. Oh yeah, that was that part in the intro. They show the fucking summoning circle and I'm like, oh, that's definitely gonna be Gundam getting killed, right? Sad surprise. No surprises there. It really did be happening. Yo, Gary, welcome back. Glad to have you back too. I hope your day has been good. I hope your Wednesday was chill. Yeah, secret organization? It's Organization 13! Of course. Of course, absolutely. Yo, real shit. I would welcome Organization 13 back if it meant I could see Marley show one more time. I'm not even gonna pretend. Marluxia from Kingdom Hearts. Sick ass pink hair, rose petals, scythe, fucking basically the main character from Ruby, except like a hot guy. So good. That right there, key character design. People always get all mad about like, oh man, Kingdom Hearts is so much anime bullshit, but like, that's the best part. That's the best part to me. I will take that over all the extra Disney stuff that's in there. Okay, I'm not missing anything in Magical Miracle Girl Monomy, right? Yeah, because that's what I'm wondering. So we got stage 4, which is supposedly that's the last island, but there are 2 more locked stages. I don't know if those are like bonuses at some point we unlock, or what I'm leaning towards, we're probably gonna have some more shit to uncover. Alright, yes, take us right where we left off. Chapter 5, the last class trial. Gary, yeah, there's even more nonsense going on recently in Kingdom Hearts that I've legitimately given up with the story. Oh no. It's true, there's some, I mean, I'm still a bit, I'm not fully caught up. I am still, okay, so the fucking, which one is that? Is that Dream Drop Distance? I think that's the one I'm on. I kind of forget their names and the order they go in, because again, they're all very Square Enix anime bullshit titles, which I love. But they got one and it includes characters from some other game that's not Final Fantasy and not Disney. It's got characters from The World Ends With You, so I'm still playing through that slowly but surely. Once I've finished that, then I want to go back to Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Gary, the new rhythm game Melody of Memory added 20 minutes of story. That's right, they include more story in a rhythm game. Amazing. Yeah, and then that takes place, I think, after Kingdom Hearts 3, and then after the Remind DLC or whatever. I'm not there yet, so that is totally over my head. I am not caught up on the order of things. Alright, right as the last thing we left off, we just started the final class trial. Right, we were discussing whether Komedo was actually tortured or not. Maybe his wounds are not immediately an indication of torture. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Which is a fair point. And immediately we're gonna get fought on this.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
A trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Shit, I didn't search for hidden traps first.
Stupid.
Alright, we're going right back into the swing of things. Speaking of rhythm games, we got this whole section. Alright, oil lighter, torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife, Monokuma plushie.
Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Nah, that doesn't
If you
seem
tape his mouth shut,
right.
how is he supposed to answer anything?
I wish I could look over my truth bullets during
Pay
this
attention.
segment.
This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks
Okay,
to me,
which
you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
of those do I fight against? They taped Nagito's mouth after getting information from him. True, that sounds reasonable. That clearly contradicts the truth. Right? Because the... Hang on, I must have it in here. Yeah, Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape. However, the blood that splattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it, as if Nagito was desperately moving his mouth underneath it. Right, so... Yeah. The blood splattered on his face wasn't under the duct tape, so he got taped first, before, I guess, all of the stabbing and crazy shit happened. I don't know if any other... That's probably our best lead when it comes to truth bullets. Or truth swords? I don't... Can we still call them bullets if we're doing the sword slicing mechanic? I don't know if that actually... Does that apply? Is there actually a different name for it? That'd kind of be hilarious. Right. Okay, for some reason, only the section where the cord and weight touch on the spear is bloody. Clearly there's like a timeline that you're supposed to figure out based on the blood. Okay, yeah, if you had listened to me until the very end, I wouldn't have to go through the trouble of repeating myself.
Pay attention. This is first, the killer tortured
That is
and got
usually how this
information about
goes.
the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
After they...
That was close, you guys.
Okay, yeah, the
To
duct
me,
tape.
You guys didn't get caught in the trap.
There's no blood underneath, so... I guess they could duct tape his mouth shut after killing him. Yeah, Chaz, they're just very long, very sharp bullets that just so happen to be shaped like swords. Still bullets though. There's gotta be some bullshit game out there where you can shoot swords for bullets. Is that an anime? I feel like that might be in an anime. Alright, yeah, they taped Nagito's mouth after getting information from him. I guess that sounds reasonable, but that clearly contradicts the truth. You listen to me at the very end, I wouldn't have to go through the trouble.
Pay attention. This first, the
Probably the
killer
duct tape,
tortured
yeah.
and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, allow me to
Yeah,
cut
there
through
it is,
those
there it
words.
is. Yo, Teacup Head, welcome back. Glad to have you back. I hope your
No,
day's going well.
There's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
I hope your Wednesday was good.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game.
No.
It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Right, because there's no blood.
You always side with Hajime. You have a crush on him or something?
Oh my god. Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right?
Right, this can't be based on truth and not wanting to die. This is purely who you simping for. That's how it goes in the world of Kazuichi anyway.
The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds,
Blood on his face came from his big disgrace, kicking his can all over the place.
which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, looking at motives, who had the most beef with Nagito? I feel like probably Kazuichi towards the end there. I'm thinking he might have been the killer. I don't want to believe it, but it's gotta be somebody.
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Kazuichi can be a crafty bastard, I feel. If he just put his mind to it, if he stopped simping for Sonia for like 5 seconds.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Okay, clearly not Sonia though. Where is she in the picture?
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Akane also did, like, put Nagito in, like, a chokehold not that long ago. So she definitely has a strong bias against him, too. I don't know if maybe, you know, if she could have been planning for the fire to happen by having the door knock over all of the Monokuma, like, standouts. And therefore, that's why she volunteered to, like, bust the door down. That might have been all part of her master plan. Maybe. Yeah, Teacup Head, he's a genius. They made him dumb. He's just a genius made dumb. Honestly, me too.
Which means
That's what I'm
it
saying
is
from now
plausible
on.
to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this. Some kind of setup? Like what? I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Wow, Queen, your brain is so big. Have I mentioned that I'm sapiosexual?
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. I'm surprised she didn't just immediately shut him down for 1 second. Is this a change? Has she just become too used to her sim? Maybe. We've seen it happen. Alright, Monokuma panels, oil lighter.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup
Oil lighter.
and lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter. Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Sound
Or
wave.
perhaps opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
I think tipping the door, not the wind pressure though. Some kind of setup was used to start that fire. So what could it be?
The direct cause of the
Okay, I
fire
have
was
the Monokuma panels. That's
the
what I've been
oil lighter
saying.
found at the
I think it's
crime scene.
that.
The killer used some lit the
I'm
curtain.
pretty
Some
sure.
kind of setup?
Did they use the oil?
They probably just based on the shape.
It can stand upright while the flame.
If they tipped over the light, it could have ignited.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible
There should have been a way to tip it over with.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
Maybe they
I
use
agree
their
with that.
fucking mind powers. One of us here specialized in psionics.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Yeah, can we get an ultimate telepath? Yo, Henry, welcome back. Glad to have you back for what is supposedly the last class trial. Glad to have you back. I hope your day's going well. I hope your Wednesday was good. The lighter, the lighter. The lighter. We are talking about that lighter. Though, surprisingly, not the answer we were looking for.
Just as I thought, It was the wind pressure! A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right?
I've been saying it. You set them up like dominoes. Bada bing, you do this little Rube Goldberg situation.
It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line.
It is distinctly possible that Akane knew that was gonna happen and that's why she volunteered to bust down the door. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I don't want to believe that, but...
Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
There it is. They got that Domino's 2 for 10 effect.
Domino effect.
A coupon you can find
those tiles
online.
kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
You mean the pizza place?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels.
Oh god. What are we hardly even started. I'm already, oh, my tummy's talking for me. I'm thinking about pizza as if that wasn't obvious.
So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second.
Yeah, Domino's, they got that coupon. It's like, get a large pizza with like 5 toppings for 10 bucks. Oh man, and then, oh, you get that cheesy bread on the side, the spinach and feta one. Oh god, oh, I'm making my own mouth water. This is terrible. This is terrible. Just started them already.
And from there, they felt like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
Yeah, Gary, pizza was involved in this murder. That flame looks like cheese. You know, you're not even wrong. Yo, it straight up looks like that Mighty Number 9 trailer, the anime fan crying at prom night one. It looks like the explosions in there that straight up look like cafeteria cheese pizza. Oh, Hugo Blue, welcome. Welcome. Glad to have you here. I hope your day's going good. Hey, can you answer this? Who did Chef Terror kill? I haven't played the games and don't plan to, so I don't know who killed who. Oh yeah, for sure. So Terror in the first class trial, he ended up killing Byakuya, who wasn't actually Byakuya, according to another plot twist we got later. Ooh, spooky. The ultimate imposter. So the Byakuya, but not actually Byakuya. As if that clears up anything. I'm sure that just makes it more confusing. But yeah, Komedo was about to kill him, but then Terry did it instead. Using on the meat bone. He used one of the steel skewers, one of the only weapons that wasn't confiscated. Yeah, Gary, Mighty Number 9 pizza cheese explosions or a fire cape in old school RuneScape. True. That does look like the same texture. If you just made it like a looping GIF that just like gently wafts down, it would look exactly like that fire cape. Damn. I didn't know the killer killed TikTok's dad. That's tight.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
Yeah, it's been so long. What the hell is his name? The final boss from the
why they turned off the lights in the warehouse,
volcano.
So we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
Yeah, Gary. Okay, simple way to solve this case. Ask who likes pizza, of course. Yeah, okay, listen up. Who here likes pizza? That's probably literally everyone. I don't know of a single person who doesn't like pizza. Yo, anyone here not like pizza? Like, feel free to speak up. You can be one of the few, the proud. Very rare. Oh, Hugo Blue. I heard he killed him because he wanted to see his mom or something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he had like a final reveal where he's not actually a city slicker. He's like from the countryside, and in the English localization, the voice actor Todd Havercorn does this like Cajun Bayou accent. It's really strange, but yeah, he's like a country boy, and he just wanted to see his mom one last time. Like, shit's sad. After everything that he did, it's like they still have a good way to pack one last punch before the punishment. Oh, Hugo, I watched the anime, so pretty sure that dude was the super high school level imposter, so that makes sense to me. Thank you. Yeah, the Byakuya was we don't know anything about him other than We found the file in Komeda's room and he was the ultimate imposter. Ultimate body double. Yeah, Hugo, pizza is the best. No argument. Like, honestly, is anyone gonna argue that? I don't think so. Oh god, the more we talk about pizza, the more I want it though. There's like a Domino's down the street from me and I'm about to act up. There was a Little Caesars even closer, but they closed down because of COVID and everything. So many businesses are closing. So many good food places that were around here that I was like excited to go through once I moved into this place at the beginning of the year, and now like so many of them are closed. So sad. Oh, Hugo, yeah, I knew his voice sounded like Natsu from Fairy Tail. That's right, that is his voice. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Thank you, Hugo Blue 8. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, same guy. He does, he's done a lot. He does a ton of stuff. I feel like he usually plays like tall glasses character who's like a little bit refined. Oh, just finished watching Legend of Korra and he plays, what's his face? I forgot his name, but it is exactly that. He's like a tall, dark, mysterious scientist guy with glasses. It's like almost always that's his thing. He does have a very smooth voice.
One more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect. What the hell did they do exactly? Right, the Monokuma panels. Is it the MP3 player? Yeah, they probably hid the sound by playing the music.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Exactly. They were blasting that Gregorian chant music. They were doing 24/7 Gregorian chants to chill out, relax, and study to. Perfect background music. Inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Very dramatic. It was pretty damn extra. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. And as if on cue, it suddenly started. There it is.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
Yeah, we all went to hell real quick. Yeah, Gary, this is some Dark Souls boss music intro. Absolutely. Oh, damn, we got a sneak peek into the Demon Souls remaster.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right?
God, I want to play that Demon Souls remaster so bad, but I just like... I don't know if I'm definitely not in the place to fork over the money to buy a brand new console just to play one game. Admittedly, I kind of did that with Bloodborne, but I don't know if I'm down to do that again.
Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. See, that too, I mean, that is kind of her personality, but that also makes me a little suspect. It's a little sus because she might have been like, oh shit, I gotta make sure this happens, you know, right on cue, right on schedule. A clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. See, I don't know. See, I'm thinking it could be Akane, it could be Kazuichi. Because Kazuichi was also like, okay, it's a trap, therefore we should all ignore it. Which might be a way to be like, okay, we should dip so that we don't go find the evidence right away.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
Chiaki's like the only one I don't suspect, and that scares me. She might not be the killer, but what if she's the traitor, you know?
You don't look so sure.
That's spooky.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because we still don't know who the traitor is. They might not. Actually, there's a good chance they're probably not the same person as the killer.
Because the panel was
That makes me
blocking it,
real
right?
nervous.
With the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse, I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is we couldn't take any merch. Yes, if you'd want that merch. The killer couldn't have left. We couldn't see inside. They could have hit. No. Yeah, they could not hide inside. Because, yeah, there would be be fire in there.
I see.
But, yes, the
If
killer was
panel
with us
so close
already.
to the door that it could barely be opened.
Which means definitely one of us did it and they set this up to happen beforehand.
The killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder. Oh, what? Are they saying Komeda did it? There's no way, right?
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Are they really saying... Right, because there's no one else who could be in there.
This is my answer.
But why would...
What if
What?
it was Nagito?
Huh?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Could be. I mean, this could be a repeat of the whole Sakura thing in the first game, where we all thought that, like, someone had killed her, and it was like a locked room scenario, but she was actually the only one in there, and she did that to herself. I don't know. Oh my, oh shit, oh god, oh god.
Don't be stupid.
I knocked over my product brand Pepsi, oh gosh, and it's just started skipping a bunch of texts. Thank goodness, I did not open it yet. Alright, huh? Yeah, not just the victim. What does that mean? He was the victim, and he was the perpetrator too. Maybe. Okay, we didn't miss too much. Teacup head, yeehaw! Here we go. Yeah, the plot twists
His
are
body
starting.
was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
Yeehaw, am I right, fellow cowpoke? I reckon.
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
Oh gosh. I just remembered, it was like back in high school, I did this flash mob fundraiser thing, and I had a whole like cowboy get up type situation.
But
Like full on cowboy
Nagito
hat and
might
everything.
Do something like that, don't you think?
Bolo tie. It was real. I went all the way.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
He said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Make our argument. What the hell are we missing? Torture rooms, burned rope, survival knife, duct tape, mannequin with plushie, mannequin with panels, the oil lighter. Could it be maybe the burned rope?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
True.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Maybe he wasn't by
Or if
himself.
you use your front tail?
Front tail.
Is that a dirty joke?
Yeah, of course. I mean, y'all can't use your dicks to tie rope? Like, come on. Time to get with the latest evolution in humanity. Oh god, that's terrifying. I don't want to think about the prospect. Oh, you know what? No. Now that I've started thinking about it. That's the last thing I want. Yeah, Chaz, good thing Dirty Joke Police on the case. From Kazuichi. Of all people, Kazuichi. Kazuichi will ban you. Yeah, he'll bonk you for making a dirty joke. You go to horny jail immediately. If our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up, too. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
But...
Tying just the legs is one thing, but...
Huh.
Tying both arms would be impossible.
Okay, what do I have to work with here? Right, both of Nagito's legs were tied with rope. Yeah, both of them. And each rope was tied to nearby pillars which prevented him from moving. The rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm burned off. However, yeah, Nagito's right sleeve still looked clean. But that's also the hand that had the knife in it. I think the burned rope is probably our biggest lead. Right, blood was splattered on the palm of Nagito's left hand. For some reason, the splatter cuts off in the middle of his palm. Also, the back of his left hand has an unusual bloodstain that's only above the middle joint of his finger. Yes, something happened there for sure. Talking about the duct tape already. The spear has the cord. Only the section where the cord and weight touch is bloody. And then there's also like a straight line of blood, like on the beams up above, which means it might have been like thrown around or suspended somehow. I don't know. Oh, Hugo, let me move your name over. There we go. Make that more aesthetically pleasing. Oh, nice. I don't see how else that could have... Yeah, there's the Monokuma plushie, a huge bloody hole in its stomach. As if it was stabbed. But why would there be blood on it if it doesn't bleed? Is it... I mean, the hole we imagine is probably from the spear, right? Right, there's that blood on the girder, which is probably where the... Like, the rope end of the spear was probably hung. The rest of this, I don't really know what to think.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
Nice duct tape.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
A lighter.
How about if you use your teeth?
Probably the burned rope, yeah.
Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Yeah, thank you, Kazuichi. Dirty joke, please. Yeah, if our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up, too.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Oh, I could tie up your own arms and legs and use that.
Tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Am I supposed to argue that he wasn't by himself?
Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Obviously, the teeth and front tail thing is not true. Okay.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Maybe.
That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs
Or is there
one
something
thing,
else
but
I need to use as my
tying
chief
both
bullet
arms
to
would
attack
be
that
impossible.
point?
You couldn't do much
It
with
must
the
be
free
something I
arm.
can agree with, right?
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
I guess maybe I'll go with the teeth one.
To actually tie
I
up,
gues we
that's
could
obvious.
maybe finish it off that way.
You couldn't do much with
But-
it'd be impossible if you were by...
How
What
about
about
if you
the whole-
use your teeth?
Duct tape thing. That came later. So he did use his teeth, huh? He totally used them to tie up his arms and legs. That is why celebrities pride themselves on their straight teeth.
Crap!
No, I've made a mistake. I need to think this over one more time.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously
Oh,
impossible.
okay, Chaz. I think you
Tying
can't
just
or
the legs
never
is one
use
thing, but
absorbs on
tying
degrees.
both arms would be
Okay,
impossible.
cool. That's actually good to know.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
That makes sense. So either argue something
It'd
or
be
agree with
impossible
what
if
I
you were
have
by
here.
yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Bro,
Or if you use your front tail.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Huh. Yeah, if our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up too. That's okay,
To
right?
actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Alright, this is gonna sound
Tying
ridiculous,
just the
but
legs is one thing, but
Monokuma plushie to argue the
tying
fact that
both
he's
arms would be impossible.
not by himself.
You couldn't do much with
Sounds
the
kind
free
of
arm.
It'd be
ridiculous.
impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Oh, well, there he goes. Okay, bye.
Or if you use your
That
front
was not
tail.
it. That ain't it, Chief.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To
Okay,
actually
I
tie
didn't
up-
get a
that's
chance to
obvious.
properly
Tying
try
just
it
the
though.
leg, tying both arms would
You couldn't do much with. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Nah, that ain't it. Okay.
Is there a way to tie your arms and legs by yourself? If so, I'd like you to explain it to me. Try demonstrating it right now, you dumbass.
Crap!
No. Shit. Yep. They made him another mistake.
To actually tie up your
That
own
ain't it.
arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Okay, so the only options I
Tying
have
just
in
the
regards
legs
to
is one thing,
absorbing
but
is to take one thing
Tying
from
both arms would be
Fuyuhiko
impossible.
and then use it again on Fuyuhiko's
You
other
couldn't do
point.
much with the free arm.
That doesn't feel like it's
It'd
the
be
right
impossible
thing
if
to
you were
do.
by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Impossible by yourself unless, well,
To
I
actually tie
I
up
feel
your
like
own
the
arms
burnt
and
rope
legs.
might be important.
That's obviously impossible.
The torturing
Tying just the legs is
themselves?
one thing, but
No,
tying
think
both arms
so.
would be
because
impossible.
after the inclusion of the survival knife,
Couldn't do
I'm not
much with
sure
the
what
free
to do.
arm.
Yeah, Chaz, if you
It'd be
have any
impossible if
hints,
you were by
I
yourself.
wouldn't mind.
How about if you use your teeth?
Wouldn't mind some hot
Or
gamer
if you
tips.
use your
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Hang on, let me cycle back to Kazuichi again. We'll see.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obvious.
tying just the leg, tying both arms would
You couldn't do much with.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Okay, no, that's not it either. Okay, Chaz, you're right. That burned rope is the big clue.
Crap!
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, I was countering the wrong point. Okay, cool. Thank you, Chaz. Very much appreciate
Hold
it.
on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Yeah, his shirt was looking super clean.
The proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap.
Like the duct tape, the knife. Nope, it's his sleeve. He's looking way too prim and proper.
Take a close look at his right sleeve.
Oh, Vinegar fan, thank you for the follow. Hey, thanks for tuning in and hanging out. Appreciate it. Vinegar fan, like straight up, you just like to raw dog that vinegar, just chug it. I don't know if that's
Even
for
though
me.
the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
If you're talking like salt and vinegar chips, you know, maybe.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Wow, Akane, thanks. Cool. Really good reminder that, like, definitely a dude wrote this character. Like, definitely. Who talks like this? She's still a fun character, though. Oh, yeah, Vinegar fan, exactly. Respect. You know what? If you want to just fucking chug that vinegar.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Yes, Sonia. Go off, queen.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Benjamin.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right
Yeah,
hand
it's fine
wasn't
as you
tied up,
pay.
the
You know,
knife
they
was
just say
still stabbed into
consensual
it, you know?
transaction.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back. What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Do I have to give back the Kappa feel part? Yeah, if you want a refund on that, do I have to like untouch the boob?
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. That's okay. There's definitely an answer for this.
Yeah, I don't want to refund the boob feeling. I don't want to refund the feel that I just caught. It's like, I gotta explain this. Very important. I want to come with the panel as torture.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Okay, yeah, I was thinking knife fall, but
Is
not
he a
just like
throwing
chucking
knife
it out.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow? And slammed his right hand down on it?
No, because it's
Propped
coming
it onto what?
based on the direction. Yeah,
If he
there's
just
nothing near
propped
there.
the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Nagito could only use his right hand to stab himself in the palm. How did he do it?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
Yeah, the blood on
he
the
threw the knife
girder
into the
makes me
air
think there was something like
and let the
cast
knife
up and
fall,
above.
could he stab
Burned
his
rope,
hand that way?
survival knife.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
I feel like blood
Maybe
on
he
girder's
propped the
kind of in the
knife
right
somehow?
direction, but I don't know if that's
And slammed his right
exactly
prop
the...
onto what? If he just propped, he could have used his...
Like, I don't know if
If you're
that's like
tied up,
skipping a
your arms
couple
won't bend
steps.
that easily.
Just
We
logically
don't know if his
speaking.
left hand could even reach his right hand.
Give me back that Benjamin. Okay, yeah, if Nagito could only use his right hand to stab himself in the palm, how did he do
Even
it?
if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with...
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
That it? No, that was not it. Just as I thought, the knife fell into his hand and stabbed him.
It's wrong?
That doesn't sound right to me. I should think about it again one more time.
Even if
Okay,
Nagito's
that's
right
not
hand was
immediately it.
free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
How then? Hang on. Get our truth bullets. A little more carefully. Right, both of Nagito's legs were tied with a rope, and each rope was tied to nearby pillars. Right, there's the burned rope. The sleeve is still clean, which means it was burned beforehand. Survival knife stabbed into Nagito's right hand. Right, the knife is from the military base. It's safe to assume that the wounds on Nagito's legs and left arm were caused by this knife. Yeah, blood is splattered on the palm of Nagito's left hand. For some reason, the splatter cuts off in the middle of his palm. Also, the back of his left hand has an unnatural blood stain. It's only above the middle joints of his finger. Is that so? Okay, I'm just trying to think. So if he's holding the knife in his left hand, yeah, the handle would guard that part of his palm from getting blood on it. And the splatter being cut off, yeah, and the back of his hand only above the middle joints of his fingers. I'm just trying to think realistically. Yeah? Maybe that's it. Maybe. But how did he stab himself with his left hand if his left hand was tied
and
up?
let the knife fall,
Did he do
could
that
he stab
beforehand?
his hand that way?
I feel like a lot of this class trial is
Is
going
he
to be
a
trying to
knife
figure
expert?
out how...
Maybe
Oh,
he
I don't even
propped
have
the
left
knife
hand as an
somehow?
option. Okay, never mind then.
And slammed his right hand down on it?
I have survival knife.
Propped it onto
Fleshy.
what?
Blood on
If
the
he just
girder.
propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
Oh,
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily.
huh.
We don't know if his left
Did he
hand
prop
could
it
even reach
on
his
the
right hand.
Monokuma plushie that has the hole in the middle? Is that why there's blood? Huh.
Even if
I guess
Nagito's
I can
right
try
hand was
that.
free.
This might be a
How
big
could he stab his
stretch,
right
but
hand
If he threw the knife into the
Why
air
not?
and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
okay, yeah. So it's probably not the fall.
Is he a throwing knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
There we go. Easy.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the
That
knife.
makes sense. Actually, that checks out.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Ugh. Yeah. Just thinking about it. God, that's so brutal.
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
That is so metal, but in all the wrong ways.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
Ew.
After stabbing his
Ew,
hand,
why would
he
you
no
say
longer
that?
needed the plushie. So he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Okay, so the spear is the thing that fell, right? Maybe? If that was propped up there, then the rope on the back of the spear...
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Yeah, I don't know if his constitution score is that high. Like, I don't know. Did he start with 18 and level up from there?
If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
God. Wow, like this post to die instantly. So big and thick. Yeah. Yeah, Chaz, Sonia. Crazy. Okay, Sonia, thanks. Well, guys, you heard it here first. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would fucking die instantly. Stop, you're gonna make Kazuichi fucking cream his fucking jumpsuit.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
There it is, folks. Yet
Try
again.
it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Ugh. It's going in his spank bank. It's disgusting.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she
Seriously.
said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
I am A-okay with Fuyuhiko threatening him.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand, while your left hand is tied up.
That being said, I don't know. I'm starting to suspect Fuyuhiko now, too. Which is not what I want. I don't want to be suspecting everyone. I would love to look at some of these cast members and be like, alright, you're probably chill. You're probably tight. Chiaki, I'm still thinking is the most chill. But, like, God, everyone else, I don't know. The way Fuyuhiko's talking and the way he's setting up the, like, false idea before the actual thing comes out, that seems to be a recurring thing. Either the person who did the kill, they either just are kind of like, oh, so that's how it happened, and don't really have that much useful advice, or they say things that are wrong to, like, purposefully try and misdirect everyone.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
Usually when I'm playing Among Us, I go for the don't say anything useful strategy. It's not very, you know, oftentimes it gets you in trouble because it's like, oh, you're just kind of doing your own thing. I don't know, it sounds suspicious. But then if you try and make up something and you get caught in a lie, then you're just done for.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You'd best believe it, sister. To think that one of us could get penetrated.
You can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right?
To think that one of us could get penetrated by something so big and thick that they would die instantly.
But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
Monokuma's kind of got a point. He kind of has a point.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monomi sassing me.
True. Oh, and she's not tied up and dangling anymore.
But it's just as Monokuma said.
She's
We've
gonna
been
do
betrayed
something.
over and over again so far.
Either
So,
she's gonna be the traitor who's part of the Future Foundation or whatever. Something's gonna happen. She's gonna pop off. I'm scared.
this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
And are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Among us?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Respect. Respect.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
Chiaki. Finally, one good person.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
And like that, too. That just...
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
That's what I'm... He probably propped it up on that girder
What
up there.
kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Absolutely. With the power of anime friendship, anything is possible.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then, even now...
Alright, let's do this.
Play the music. There it is. Such a banger. The soundtrack is so good. Blood on the left hand, Monokuma plushie. Oh, I don't have blood on the girder as an option anymore. Okay.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
No, stop with the
Or maybe
teeth.
he used his front tail.
Stop with the front tail.
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
God! Jesus Christ. Oh, this script. If Nagito committed suicide, then he must have used that spear to stab himself. Even if his arms and legs were tied up, there's no doubt he used some part of his body. The only thing he could have used is... Yeah,
How did Nagito
must be the front
stab
tail,
himself
huh?
with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed
Would it be the...
Nagito,
Yeah, the left hand?
his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was
What
only
else
able to
it
move
could
his left
be?
hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
I don't think it does.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, you're fucking wrong, kiddo. I don't want to hear this get hard
Hold
thing
on.
again.
It's still too
Good
early
lord.
to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
I like how get hard it was highlighted too, so that was one of those things that you could have argued, or better yet, you could have absorbed the getting hard and used that in an argument somewhere else. You know what? Maybe I should have done it just to see what the flavor text was like.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
Too late now.
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
Jess, Yeah, careful. You don't want Kazuichi recording you saying that. God, literally. Ew. Please, please, ma'am, please, Miss Sonia, please, just say it one more time. Ugh.
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Ah, shit, I have to think? I didn't sign up for this. No, I hate doing that. I don't want to think.
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
That's not what my brain is for. What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? It's open. Gripping. Hiding. Back of his hand was exposed. It must have been gripping.
I see!
Yeah, I thought it was the knife at
When the blood
first.
splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front
It's
tail?
Pepsi time. Would you fucking stop with the front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Spear, front tail, same difference.
Now that you mention it,
God, was he grabbing
compared to the rest of his body,
fucking...
the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
Ah, God. Was he grabbing his thick and long spear?
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
Freud would be going absolutely crazy right now. He's just rolling over in his grave, going off the shits right now.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Look, sometimes a spear is just a spear. That's right. That's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
You saying I should smack her? Are you saying I should just smack a bitch? This is terrible.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
Come at it from a good angle. I love that. You know, okay, so sometimes you get comments like whatever Sonia was saying, and Kazuichi will make her repeat it again and again. Sometimes, though, sometimes the writing in this game just has some, like, absolutely absurd moments, and they just get, like, totally glossed over by everyone else. I think that's even funnier.
However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Which section of the spear was he holding on to? Was he holding the shaft? Cord, not the blade. Must have been the cord, right? Because it had specific parts of blood on it. Look, I really wanted to answer
That's
with
it.
shaft,
Instead
but
of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
this is one of those rare instances where shaft is not the answer. Most of the time, shaft is the answer.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
As an average human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
Yeah, not his front
And
tail.
then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
Well, he could grip it and then throw it up over the girder. That's how it gets the blood on it, and then it comes down with enough velocity to stab him. Maybe?
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
I might have just solved it. Bada bing.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Oh, pardon me, I was deep in thought.
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
Yeah, but it is a good plan.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was
It
positioned.
was coming from up above, I'm telling you.
Nagito was facing up, and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it. Could it be? The state of the spear, and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was, and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito.
I gotta... Okay, alright, it's logic dive time. Alright, gamers. Welcome to my Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground speed run. Here we go. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is select character and pick Hajime. Oh! And then... Okay, another pro tip. So dying right there is actually, so it's like part of the speed run. Okay, so when you do that, it like generates, you know, it's like, it's kind of pixel perfect. You kind of have to do it just right. But it generates, you know, it changes the spike layout pattern for later. And therefore, everything I'm doing is totally planned and calculated. And I did all of this on purpose. All right, question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Above. Not under. Not in his left hand. Here we go. You know what? This is one of the few times where I actually like feel really confident about. Oh, what the hell? Oh shit! That one ain't the 4th angel from Evangelion is here to fuck shit up. Oh, Ramiel, please, not like this. Yo, there's a lot of them. Yo, Shinji, I don't think you did your job. There's like a lot of these dudes hanging out. Oh, please, please, not like this. Fun. I just want to logic dive with the big jumps. Okay, there we go. Never mind, this game's easy. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? Stuffed plushies, sprinklers. I guess technically, yeah, there were sprinklers, maybe. But no, the ceiling girder is the most important part. Yo, I got those big jumps now. I think I did yeah, I got a skill last time that gives us bigger jumps in the logic dive. We got that extra air. Oh jeez. Oh, that was pixel perfect right there. Stop, stop, stop. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, alright, we good. We chilling. Yo, more big air. Sweet. Oh, so stylish. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The rope on Nagito's right, left? No, the spear's cord. I got this, y'all. Saying this for a while. Please, yes. Hey, there we go. Into the rainbows. Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's all coming together.
Love it. Oh, Gary, the 3 lanes look close enough that you could actually jump between them. It's wrong.
Face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Every time I get one wrong, I always try that, and I'm like, oh, you're just so, like, tantalizingly close. But they don't let you skip it. It's so mean. But hey, maybe now that I got bigger jumps, do you think I can do it? At least this time I actually knew what I was doing. So, I knew that we were okay. No mistakes this time.
In the middle of the air?
I would say flawless run, but I did slam into Ramiel quite a few times.
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
That would be pretty epic poggers, but...
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
Nice, we get a little diagram and everything.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Once again, look, that's not red. That's clearly pink, but okay. It's fine. It's fine.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
So,
He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this,
There's no reason they go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Good lord.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Ugh, that's horrific.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Shit. Good God. Fucked vibes, bruh. Yeah, Chaz, you know, I'm starting to think this Nagito fella might have something wrong with him. Yeah, he maybe ain't doing so good. You know, maybe. It took us until now, you know, all of his time doing that evil laugh, you know, that was just his thing, you know, that's just what he does. But no, now that we're here, you know what, maybe there's something going on.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
That's our Nagito. That's our Nagito was filmed in front of a live studio audience. We get all the Danganronpa characters doing that, like, they turn to the camera and they're like, we get that Full House intro. Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. Stupid of me. Yeah, Vinegar fan, I don't see it. I'm sure he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Guys, you are making such a big deal out of nothing. He's fine. Dude's chilling. I mean, haven't we... Look, I mean, we all get like that on a Sunday night, right? You know? You start day drinking a little bit, and we would all know. It's terrible. Good God. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. You don't see it? You don't see it behind those anime eyes? That is the face of true evil. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I had forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
Well, look, we've already established he's a little bit extra.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
God,
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
Unless it's like a double fake out. What if he wanted us to discover this so that he could and then, you know, we vote him, the answer's wrong, and we still all get executed. Except for the Blacken.
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
Look, there's no way the last class trial ends like this. I refuse to believe it.
It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is? Or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You're right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
Nuh-uh. There's no way it's that simple.
It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Not in a Danganronpa game, it isn't.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
Well, actually, the first game does end on a pretty, like, cliche hope triumphs over all, power of friendship, anime ending. So, you know what? You know what, maybe can we have another happy ending? Just this once?
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
But wait, there's more.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
What? Something related to Nagito's death. And it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. What? What am I missing? Oil lighter, MP3 player. Yeah, the bombs were fake. Monami was peeking at the whole thing. Monokuma knew all along that the bombs were fake. Apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. So yeah, I guess, how did Komeda know they were fake? He tried one out at some point? Right, there is still this mystery about Monami's notebook and the fact that she supposedly can't write, but... Is that the mystery we're talking about? Gas mask and gloves. Whatever the hell this fucking mayonnaise lid is. There's Monokuma's special poison. There's still a lot of things we actually haven't touched. Right, the Hope Speak Academy file. Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. What piece of evidence is that? Not the knife. Knife came from the military base. I feel like that's pretty clear. The rest of this seems pretty clear. Body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma luxury factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. I guess could all be part of it. Thighs covered in lots of stab wounds. Guess is okay. Okay, what else is there? Specifically related to Nagito's death. And it's a piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. Huh? Splatter. No. Oh shit, I ran out of time. Oh shit, I forgot this thing's timed. It's no use. I can't think of anything.
Crap.
Everyone's staring. Looks like I just made a fool of myself in front of everyone. Something related to Nagito's death. Piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. They only give you a 3-minute timer. I need some more time. What else should I be looking at? Blood checks out. I feel like we've discussed a lot of these pieces of evidence already. Nagito, yeah, moving his mouth under the duct tape because he was in pain. Makes sense. The spear of Gungnir. I think that makes sense too. Monokuma plushie. The blood we checked out is from his hand. The blood on the girder is from the cord. Monokuma panels. And the oil light. Is it the oil lighter? He could have lit that and then left it, I suppose. Oh, Chaz, there's only one thing on the list related to his death that he never would have had any chance to influence. He never would have had a chance to influence. Sonia finding out the bombs were fake, maybe? I mean, the fire does kind of seem like it's part of the plan, too. Is it the oil lighter? No, it is not. No, this isn't it. Chucky is worried about something else. What am I supposed to be looking at? I appreciate your hint. There's only one thing on the list related to his death that he never would have had any chance to influence. I suppose all the other things he could have, yeah, set up beforehand. Those are all things he could have set up beforehand. Related to his death. I don't suppose Sonia's account is technically related to his death? No. What am I looking at here? Oh, Vinegar Fan. I actually don't think I remember the answer to this one. Alright, I'll have to keep looking. Okay, Chaz, because it didn't exist before he was dead. What? Something that didn't exist before he was dead, and it's the only thing that relates to his death that we haven't talked about. What? Okay, what? Never could have had any chance to influence because it didn't exist before he was dead. I mean, the Spear of Gungnir didn't get its name until he was dead, but I doubt that matters. I suppose it could. Burned rope? Okay, what didn't exist until after the incident had already taken place? Panels were there. Oil lighter was there. MP3 player was in fact there. Is it the poison? I mean, this is all stuff we found after. They're not really, like, related to his death, as far as I know. What the hell? What am I supposed to be looking at? I'm so confused. Wait. Crap! No. That's right. We established he put that on himself. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, that did reset my timer though. At least there's that. Monokuma file itself. Time of death.
I see.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Is it about
that checks
the
out.
Monokuma file?
Right. Okay, thank you, Chaz. Had you not told me that, I would not have been thinking in that direction. Something that didn't exist before he's dead. Obviously, the Monokuma file doesn't come out until his dead body is there.
Yeah.
I appreciate
That's
it.
it.
Thank you, gamer knowledge.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Yeah, I was looking at the file itself and I didn't see what was going on, but was it his death at noon sharp? The victim is Nagito Komeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Is that another logic dive? No, no, it's Hangman's Gambit, damn it! Damn it! Please, not this. Is it... no, I was gonna say Time of Death? But... no, that is 5 characters. How is it then? What could that be? Based on the letters we're getting. C, we're getting S, we're getting E. Please, no. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. God, this version of Hangman's Gambit. Ridiculous. They did not have to make it be like this, but they did. Hour? No. Not hour of death. Not time of death. I feel like it's something of death. Yeah, let's try C. Okay, sweet. We got a C. We have a C on the board. Oh, shoot. Oh, what can I even do about that one? Oh, no, I can do something about that. Is it an A? They're giving me so many A's. Okay. Yeah, Chaz, the gotta start trying letters plan is working, except that there's so many fucking things. Everything's crashing into each other. Oh, God. Oh, the cause of death? Wait, no. I'm running out of hearts. I don't have any slowdown time left. Okay, let's just explode that. Get that out of there. Put that somewhere else. No, damn it. Okay, we got the U. I have like no heart power left. Well, this is terrific. Please, give me an S. I need an S, please. Please. No, that was the S I needed. No, they're on a collision course. Stop it. I hate this version of Hangman's Gambit. I guess it makes it a little easier to like try random letters, but good grief. It's no use. I can't go on any longer. I don't have any other options. Everyone doubts me. Haha! It appears the trial has come to an end. Now then, it's time to vote. Well, I can totally imagine who the blackened will be. Alright, just give me my anime comeback moment, please. Ahem. By a majority vote, the one who has been chosen as the blackened is... Hajime Hinata. But Hajime is not the blackened. Too bad. The true blackened has graduated splendidly. Congratulations. And now, the others will all be punished. Ah, that means you too, Hajime.
This is my hour end?
Yeah, Chaz, once again, this game over cutscene makes no sense in the story. Yeah, why, when everyone has agreed that it's a suicide, why would they all suddenly start to blame Hajime because he couldn't think of the answer? It's fine, it's fine.
We will never give up!
They just gotta add something here for when you run out of points. But luckily, I can just say with the power of anime friendship hope, everything's fine. All that didn't happen. What is this? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? Okay. Okay, let's try this again. I will not overuse my slow-mo powers. Gotta be cause of death. Yeah. Boom. Okay, okay. Fuck. Wait, I needed that. Shit. I thought I could move them again afterwards, but that is not the case. Okay, no. Stop it. It's okay for now. Wait, no it's not. God, they're coming out of everywhere. They make this mode like so hard. For what reason? Okay, I got an E over there. Please, I need to send you in a way where you won't immediately crash into something else that I need. Alright, I hope y'all are used to that crash sound effect. We're gonna be hearing it more. Stop it. No. Especially when the things come from like off the screen. What am I supposed to do to stop them? Okay, alright, we got our E's. I need that O. I guess I just gotta like rush this before I run out of all of my trust.
Okay, now I need that key. Get out of here. I'm like trying so hard. I am putting so much focus into this and I'm still constantly getting owned by this thing. The cursor moves so slow for this part too. So hard to accomplish this on my own. Okay, there we go. We can A. If I can just leave that H alone, never mind. Never mind then. Life didn't want me to have this. Okay, here. I'm all out of slow-mo juice, but we got it.
I got it.
I am so... You know, I'm very much looking forward to Danganronpa V3, where I don't have to do this Penguin's Gambit anymore.
There's no specific cause of death.
Oh, yeah, okay. They include the wounds, but they don't actually say the cause of death. That's interesting. That's interesting. I probably should have been paying attention to that. Yo, Kujaboku. Hey, welcome back. Always glad to see you here again. I hope your day's going good. Yeah, hello. How is everyone? I made it in time for the for the cause of D. There's always a good cause of D. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Yeah, Chaz, getting stabbed by something so long and hard could definitely be the cause of D. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, speak truth to... Absolutely. That's it. That's it right there. I hear you, brother. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. I don't know why I did Hulk Hogan there, but there you go.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
Maybe not so much.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
The fact that we found that poison and it was like half empty. I don't know, I feel like there might be something to that.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
A fifth.
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Makes sense. Kaioken, I bet my life on it. Oh yeah, that's probably... That's right. That's nasty poison. One of the deadliest poison known to men. Of course, how could I forget?
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
Yes. Put it in the beverage. Yeah, maybe. You know, maybe he just, he had a choice between two beverages and he picked the wrong one. See, truly, you should always pick Pepsi. You know you're getting poisoned when you drink it, so there's no mystery, there's no worry. You don't have to worry about it because you already know it's there.
Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
They print it right there on the can.
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
They're talking about horrible things and I'm just grooving to this sound chat. Oh, so good.
Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
That's probably what he would want. He'd want us to believe in hope one last time.
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, can't disagree with Chucky here. Should keep going until everyone is satisfied.
You were right.
That's just good advice.
We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
It's good to be an informed voter.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be alright.
I'm just... Okay, so Kazuichi's response just now where he's like, alright, this is real friggin' annoying, but I guess if all you are doing it, like he'll do it too, you know, like peer pressured. I don't know. I could see him being like, shit, this just went against my plan. I'm still thinking he might have been the killer.
That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Wow, that really is the thing you said 1 second ago. Let me repeat it in my brain. Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. He was pining for it. And the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, I think he just wanted a DVD Blu-ray copy of the thing. He wanted to be grossed out in HD. No, never mind. Yeah, that's stupid. He probably wants the 4K version. I'm probably overthinking. I shouldn't overthink, you know, I should just get him a gift, you know, like, just as long as it's something from the heart. You know, it's something that shows I care. Isn't that what gift giving's all about? Alright, class trial suspended. I knew it. I knew it couldn't end there. We're coming back. We're coming back.
No!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start. But, well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Okay, fair. I mean, I was thinking it wasn't happening because it's the last one and, you know, there's still dramatic tension. But yeah, fair. They didn't do this bit yet. That's what I should have been thinking about. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Wow, fucking calling me out like that. So rude. So rude. Well, I never. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're alone with someone else. Okay, he kind of has a point there. But if one of them is like angrily glaring at you, that's probably not like the good friendship sign. Also, if you occasionally beat the other one up with JoJo Bizarre Adventure punches, that's like not great either. That's not like the best example of friendship. That's not the most textbook. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough. Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust. Oh, that's Monami. My bad. Wrong annoying stuffed animal. Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. I'll show you my fucking 5mm bit plan. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. What? Hard disagree. Hard to disagree. Hard disagree. Shout out for the dudes out there. Am I right? Okay, now is he saying, you know, so is he talking about watching a high school rom-com, like, and you're in the room with a bunch of guys? Or are you watching a high school rom-com that's, like, stars a bunch of guys? Because I definitely want more gay high school rom-coms. Please and thank you. Can we get some more Love Simons? Anything like that? And then if you're saying in a group full of guys, well, that depends. That depends, right? Well, there may be some demands for that. What? I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Don't you hate when you take the man bait? You know that feeling? Look, we've all been there. We've all taken the man bait every now and then.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now.
Me too, every damn day. What up?
Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
Do it, kick his ass.
That's basically it.
Okay, thanks
so
for
if
that.
we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
She didn't even kick his ass. What was the point? What was the point?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this?
Hello, I'm still waiting for a Monokuma ass kicking.
In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think. Poison.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is a knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like... it's possible that we overlooked something.
Poison. Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
We should probably reveal everything we found in his place. Because we found quite a bit in Komeda's room that's, like, pretty telling. You know, we saw that Sans Undertale porn. I feel like... Well, actually, maybe let's not bring that one up, actually. You know what? Shh, never mind. Creature puppy. Death by man bait. Look, we've all been there. Is that really such a bad way to die?
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
Man bait. Man bait, of course. You know man bait. You know man bait? You know? You know? Me, Gongaga? You know? A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists. What if it does? We need to find out what it is, no matter what. Poison. What have I been saying? Monokuma 5, torture wounds, duct tape, blood on the girder, oil lighter, piece of blue paper, and Monokuma's special poison. Poison.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
Yeah, maybe poison?
It's not the knife
Hello?
in his right hand,
Poison?
right?
Hello?
It's not the other wounds, right?
Poison?
With all those wounds... maybe he simply bled to death.
Nah.
There's no way he burned to death.
Nah.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Yeah,
If
maybe.
it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold.
Nah.
Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking
I don't
about
think
it,
you can
that's
actually
already
do
a
that.
horrible death.
I don't think your body will, like, let you choke yourself out in a hold like that. I don't know. Liquefy your guts with a hard punch. Look, unless you're fucking Mechamaru, I don't think that's an option either. The real cause of Nagito's death. Is there something I overlooked?
Let us
I
consider a
am
different
still
fatal
interested
wound.
in the mayonnaise lid, but
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
Of
It's not the
course,
other
and
wound.
that
With all
is
those
something that
wounds,
is not
maybe he
visible.
simply...
There's no way. Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
I agree
There
with that.
it is. There it is. Great.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility.
I didn't.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Not a big deal, but I did think of that already.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
Chaz, twice we've consented with Sonia today. Kazuichi gonna be jealous. True. My god, you're so right.
I remember when I went to investigate.
It's right there in front of everybody, too.
Something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
It literally says it on the
Poison?
on the label.
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
Yeah, as opposed to the nice
see.
poisons.
Now that you mention
No,
it,
I get what she means.
there's no way
A lot of
toxin
poisons
like that
are
doesn't
meant to
relate
do
the
something
case at
else,
all.
and then just happen to be poisonous to us.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
You sure seem to know a lot about medicine, am I right? Yeah, Kuja, it was so cleanly labeled too, I know. Just that, this bottle of special poison literally says it right there. Monokuma's special poison for poisoning use only. They couldn't make it more clear than that.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
God, all the songs are so good. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible.
So nice of them
Both
to
his
just put
hands
that
were
on the
full
label.
just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
Come
His
on,
mouth was covered with duct tape.
gamers.
If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Ah, psych, fucking pranked you. Haha, you're on camera right now.
Are there any left?
Yeah, welcome to my YouTube prank show. Kuja may cause drowsiness. That's literally. Yeah, you know what? Dying instantly from poison might cause drowsiness. That's true. That is true. I can't disagree.
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him.
You know, I don't want to think it's Fuyuhiko, but when he like insists so thoroughly and is not open to the other possibilities, it makes me nervous that like, you know, maybe he did it. Maybe he's the killer.
Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Where the poison entered Nagito's body? The answer is written on the warning label? I should think carefully and try to remember it.
Thinking. Oh yes. Alright. It's Logic Dive time. Finally, Skate 4 has been released. Looking pretty good. Where's Coach Frank, though? Skate 3's best character, Coach Frank. God, I have like restarted my save data on Skate 3 so many times. That game is just so fun. It's such a hoot and a holler. Honestly, thinking about it, might do it again. That being said, I haven't played the new Tony Hawk remasters yet. What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? I'm thinking that shit was a gas. Yeah. Yo, what if I had the right answer and I was like, wait, no, I want to jump to the other one? Can I do that? Is that an option? Alright, we're chilling. Yeah, we saw on the, whoa! Nice to say. We saw on the label that there was the possibility that like fire could like activate it. Oh, could I even get to that other side? Could I jump to that? Oh, this is so treacherous. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'll just get some air in there. Yeah, Chaz, it was solid. The killer smacked him with a block of poison until he died. Yeah, of course, like most poisoning incidents. Alright, how did the poison enter Nagito? Through his wounds, through his mouth. Not possible through his mouth because he had the duct tape. It's through his nose. The solid poison went through his nose. It was very brutal. Oh, cool. I can just jump to this side. Yeah. Good thing we got... Oh! Oh, come on. That looked like it should have counted. I'm sorry. I don't know what those noises are. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Swag. Swag me out. Okay. We're okay. Yes. Yes. Give me the speed boost. Okay, good. We're in Rainbow Road. Oh, that's weird. This one was only 2. That's honestly kind of surprising.
It's all coming together.
Usually the logic dives are at least 3. But okay, I guess we already knew the answer,
Instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Indeed.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
Breathe that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas. I should be able to explain that mystery too. The fires, the sprinklers, the smoke, the Monokuma merch. Yeah, that smoke, we were fucking hotboxing it in there. Yeah, but maybe the fire burned it all away? Or did the sprinklers, yeah. It mentioned
the
hydro
sprinklers
on
in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Yeah, there we go.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Yeah, Gary, the merchandise. I should have picked the merchandise. Yeah, all of the Monokuma plushies in there, they all just did a big inhale and just took all the poison gas for us, which was very nice. How very sweet of them. They're just like, alright, we'll do you this solid.
This was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. How nice of them to write that on there.
Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air. So it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
I don't trust anyone who rushes into voting time.
Well, but...
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Yeah, there would have been way easier ways to do that. Though I guess if he really wanted us to feel the ultimate despair, haha, gotcha moment, I guess. Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, I can't be.
There might have been. An accomplice.
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Yeah, instead we found a half-empty bottle in his fridge.
Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse. And the thing that would have been left behind is... Don't you start with me, the meat on the bone. Fucking get out of here. On the meat bone. Fucking ass. You don't have to remind me. Come on. So rude. This game is so rude. It personally targeted me at least twice now. Messed up. But yes, the container. On the meat bone.
Talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Not like this. Oh god. I'm glad you remember, Chaz.
Yeah. If
Not my
Nagito
proudest
brought it,
moment.
It's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
I was so confident in that answer too. I was like, oh, this is definitely it. But they said a location, and so the first thing I think is on, which is a location word, and it made sense in my mind, I
Can't
swear.
carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, it was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
I was just thinking, wait, didn't we throw something in there to that back curtain and it broke? Yo, for sure. I bet. Because I knew those fire grenades weren't actually filled with fire, like, reducing liquid. That must have been what the poison was in. Throwing that released it. It was Sonia who was like, oh, the fire grenades are over here. So, is she the accomplice? Or, I don't know, who threw the first one? Ooh, that's
Does
juicy.
that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
That's exactly what an accomplice would say.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
That ain't it.
Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
You fool. Don't you know you're in Danganronpa?
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt.
That's no good.
Huh?
That's no good.
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
Oh shit. Oh god, is this a horror game?
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still,
He's not
that's
wrong.
pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
Okay, then whoever did it, fess up.
I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Right? It's this feeling just now. Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was...
Is it Hangman's? It's Hangman's, isn't it? God damn it. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know the answer though. It's the fire grenades. I've been saying this. Wait, I needed that F. Fuck. F for fuck. Oh, that's not fair. They spawned in on the same side. There's literally nothing I could do to... Again. They did it to me again. They did it to me again. Can you believe this video game? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. That's not fine. Okay, that's okay. I'll get rid of those. Good. Fuck. That was what I needed. I pressed the wrong button. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, don't do it. Okay, I got the I at the very least. There's my R. You can get out of here. You guys can get out of here. I don't need you anymore. Okay, E. I need another E. I need another Markiplier E meme. There we go. Thank you. I won't need N for a long time. They keep spawning in a place where I absolutely cannot get to them. Okay, the real question is, do I remember how to spell grenade? It's grenade, right? Yeah. I remember I made that mistake before. I was like, it's grenade. No, it's a grenade. Or, every realistic first-person shooter always has like a generic foreign enemy yelling Granada. Always, always, always. I've played enough Call of Duty to know how that goes. Alright, there we go. There we go. I've been playing those new Wolfenstein games, and at least... So those enemies do it too, but at the very least they're actually speaking German. They actually did their research. A lot of characters speak German in that game. Surprise, surprise. There we go. Got it. So like, when you do know the answer already, like I knew it was the fire grenade.
I see.
It's just like,
I got it.
I don't know. This Hangman's Gambit, this version, I am not a fan. Did they? Couldn't they have put this through like a focus group or something to be like, hey, do you prefer this Hangman's Gambit or the obviously superior one that's in the first game? I feel like people would pick the first one.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
You know, like if it ain't broken, don't fix it type situation. I get that they just wanted to change it up for the sequel, but like,
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse.
I just can't remember who threw the first one. All I know is that Sonia was the one who pointed them out, which is pretty damn sus. Erin, hey, welcome back. Glad to have you back, Erin. Oh, love missing stream because I had to work an extra hour and a half. Oh, that's awful. That sucks. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm real glad you're here now, but that... Oh, that's evil. Capitalism is the worst. Extra hour and a half? That is way too much. If they want to be like, hey, do you want to, like, work an extra... Can you stay an extra 10 minutes over? Okay. An hour and a half? That's straight up evil.
It can be hidden with the
You better
other
be
fire
paid
grenades we
overtime.
used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel up that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime.
Oh shit, the mayonnaise lid.
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of
A
one of the fire
mayonnaise
grenades.
lid, of course. And more like it's stupid busy because of Thanksgiving. Yeah, working at a grocery store, that stings. Oh, I hear ya, I hear ya. That's awful. I know, this time last year I was working at Target and it was, just the worst. I know, I had to stay till like midnight on like the actual day of Thanksgiving. Terrible, terrible. And Target's only like half a grocery store. So, you know, there's also people doing Black Friday shit. Ugh. I am so sorry. My heart goes out to everyone working right now, but especially those working retail. This is like already normally an awful time, and then you throw the pandemic on top of it. It's too much. Stay strong, Aaron. Stay strong. I believe in you. Ekujiboku. Wait, hold the mayo. But of course, it is in fact the mayo. Except they held the mayo and replaced it with poison.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Though, you know, maybe if you're one of those people who don't like mayo, maybe that's more or less the same thing. I knew someone in high school who was like horribly against mayonnaise. Like just the thought of it would make them sick. I don't know what their deal was, but they were not a fan.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
I suppose to them, mayonnaise and poison are more or less the same thing.
Huh?
Sonia's words contain a clue that the contents of a fucking stop interrupting. Where the contents of a fire grenade were swapped with the poison.
Indeed. The blue paper, a round thin piece of aluminum.
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
Maybe Sonia isn't the bad one? I don't know though. Fuyuhiko seems more and more suspicious now.
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
Means one of us killed him by throwing the grenades, right?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, so when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought, and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison, were the same? Could that same moment be...
Yep, when we all threw the grenades.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Shit, we killed him.
Yeah, I think so.
We just chucked a bunch of poison
When we all
right
threw the
at him.
grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
Does that make us all the
If
Blackens?
that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us.
One of
One
us
of us.
threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
Shit. Right, yeah, Aaron, only one grenade had poison. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Chaz, because only one male lit. I don't know why I was going with that theory at first. Maybe all of them had it, but yeah, as they're talking, it hit me. Okay, it was just one, which means this is like a different kind of Russian roulette situation. One of us had the lethal one, and the best part is that nobody knows who threw the lethal one. Oh, that's so sinister. So I guess that means we have a blackened in the room and nobody knows, like not even the blackened knows that they're the killer. Yo, this shit's wild.
You mean, who's the actual killer,
Danganronpa
right?
really going for it.
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the poison fire grenade was one of us. Yeah, it was Kameda, right? Yeah, because we found the lid in his room, and only he could get in.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Okay, you don't have to snap at her.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
The person who set the warehouse fire was also
I
Kameda.
see.
With the oil lighter.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire, suicide to destroy the evidence, yes, to make someone throw that poison.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
So that one of us would accidentally kill him.
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito.
That's so sinister.
It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
There's that malice. God, I can't believe there's like Komeda stands out there. Komeda-kin. Who the hell are you people? I'm concerned. Aaron, yeah, and Sonia even said that she thought there was more than just the grenades. Nagito made sure the grenade was used. Yep, you made damn sure. Oh, blame it on Lily. Thank you for the follow. Yo, thanks for tuning in. I hope your day's been going well. I hope your evening has been nice. Hopefully it's been chill.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
This whole Danganronpa situation is definitely the opposite of chill. This ain't chill.
Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades.
Damn.
Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Right, that would make his hand let
If that's
go.
true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
God, that's so sinister.
It was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
I knew there was going to be some kind of crazy plot twist at the end of this thing, but good lord, that's what happened?
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve.
Wow, yikes. Oh my god, yikes. Yo, Comic Gamer, hey, welcome back. Sorry, slip of the tongue. How are you? We good? We chillin'? We straight up chillin'? I hope your day's going well. I hope your evening has been good.
He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all,
Yeah,
a
it's a
mystery
double
that can't be
whammy.
solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces.
Oh, you are very kawaii, thank you.
For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
It is kind of on brand. I can't disagree.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
Oh shit.
That's not the fucking issue here. It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Yeah, Aaron, Nagito is the purple Dark Souls 3 spirit. Absolutely. He is a mad phantom. He will attack anybody. He is on nobody's side. Cannot be trusted. Absolute wild card.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
Yeah, he's got maximum points in that covenant, for sure.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
Oh my god.
I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
Comic Gamer, this game is adorable. Are you sure? Are you sure? This right here? This right here? I don't know about that, Scoop. I don't know about this.
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Good lord.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Hang on. Yo, blame it on Lily. Let me move your lame over. Psh, 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 psh. There we go. Much better. Oh, probably I bet you. Okay, fair. Thank you. Yeah, the game, I ain't feeling that at this particular moment in time.
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
Oh, you want me to do the thing. Why is it always me doing the thing? It's almost as if I'm the protagonist or something. That's some bullshit. That's right. It doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap is set. Chaz, guessing there's a little over an hour left on this trial, counting this part. In case that influences your plan for time available and flash when to stop. Okay, cool. Thanks for that heads up. Yeah, I do have to split out of here at 6:30. I gotta do some Postmates deliveries before it's like too late. So that is good to know. Which means, yeah, if there's more to the trial, we will definitely pick that up next time. Yeah, Comic Gamer, it's a crazy game, even though I haven't played it myself. Yeah, this shit is buck wild. Okay, Aaron, little more than an hour. After this closing argument, it's the midsection, I think. Okay. I see. Alright, but that's, yeah, the trial, not the whole game. Alright, I think we're still on schedule to stop at 6:30 Pacific time. Or, yeah, maybe a little early. Might be good to stop here. Yeah, okay, Chaz, yeah, could be a good stopping point here then. I might have to. Just so we can save the rest of the good stuff for later. I'm gonna have to leave us all on another cliffhanger. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, Chaz, then you can use this part as a recap when you're back next time. Okay, you know what? Yeah, if they're about to go through the whole case over and over again, that actually is a really good idea. Okay, yeah, and closing arguments take a while, and then the recap. That makes sense. We have the whole, like, aftermath afterwards. I know, these class trials are, like, long in this game. They're super long. Which is, like, I love it. That means there's more to it. Oh, this juicy. We're getting into the real good stuff. That, I believe, yeah, that's probably gonna be it for me today. Checking in on Usami one last time. Sweet, yeah. I guess I probably gotta go get ready. But thank you all so much for joining me. I think we'll be saving the rest for next Tuesday. That's gonna be at 4 p.m. Pacific. Hopefully I will see you all there for what looks like it's going to be a crazy end to this plot twist. Because at the moment I still have all of my previous suspicions. Now I have no fucking clue who did what. We're getting real interesting. It's almost as if we've like flattened out at the drawing board again. Aaron, V3 has really long trials, especially the last one. It's like 5 hours, but it's so juicy. Oh, that's good stuff. Hopefully, maybe, you know, when we eventually get there, maybe I can do like an extra long, like finale type of stream. That would be cool. That would be cool. I know for the end of Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, that was like a 7-hour stream or something. It was hella long. We'll see. I'll see if I can do something like that. But thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I really love hanging out, and I hope you all have a good night. Hopefully I see you all next time. Take it easy, everyone. Bye now.